Love, Aubrey marks the 2009 debut in children's fiction by American author Suzanne LaFleur. The narrative unfolds in the backdrop of Virginia and Vermont, centering around 11-year-old Aubrey Priestley as she navigates the challenging months following the tragic car accident that claimed the lives of her father and younger sister. Aubrey's world shatters as she awakens after the accident to discover her mother has inexplicably abandoned her, leaving her to fend for herself in their Virginia home. With only her loyal pet goldfish, Sammy, and a meager supply of cheese and crackers, Aubrey must summon her resilience to survive until her grandmother arrives to take her to Vermont. The novel delves into profound themes, exploring the emotional landscape of isolation, loss, grief, consolation, healing, love, family, and the resilience required to overcome adversity. LaFleur's debut earned acclaim, with Booklist recognizing her as an emerging author to watch. Narrated in the first-person past tense by Aubrey Priestley, the story commences in Virginia. Aubrey grapples with solitude in the wake of the tragic accident that claimed her father and 8-year-old sister, Savannah, in a collision with a semi-truck during a rainy day. Aubrey creates a world of make-believe, playing house alone, her days filled with TV shows and a simple diet of crackers and cheese for every meal. 1 week following the tragic losses, Aubrey's mother, Lissy Priestley, overwhelmed by grief, inexplicably deserts the home, abandoning Aubrey to face the world on her own. Aubrey conceals her predicament from the world, struggling to communicate the turmoil within her and yearning to reunite with her mother. Aubrey adopts Sammy, a pet goldfish, as her companion in solitude, while SpaghettiOs and Cheerios become her culinary staples. She spends her days unburdened by external directives, choosing to keep her isolation hidden from those around her, maintaining the facade of normalcy. Her only outlet for expression comes through heartfelt letters penned to Jilly, the imaginary friend of her late sister, Savannah. Expressing herself through letter writing becomes Aubrey's sole outlet, providing her with a much-needed release, even in the absence of readers. The novel's title, Love, Aubrey, is a reflection of the way Aubrey signs off each of her heartfelt letters. 1 week into her solitary existence, Aubrey's life takes an unexpected turn when her grandmother, Gram, pays her a visit. Gram is taken aback to find Aubrey living alone, but Aubrey maintains the facade that her mother, Lissy, is simply running errands and will return shortly. However, as dinner time comes and goes without Lissy's return, Gram realizes the truth: Lissy is not coming back. In response, Gram makes the decision to take Aubrey with her to Vermont, where the young girl continues to grapple with the difficulty of discussing her recent losses. Aubrey persists in writing letters to Jilly, her father, Savannah, and Lissy, although these letters are never sent to their intended recipients. Gram introduces a coping strategy, encouraging Aubrey to create daily to-do lists to help distract her from the overwhelming grief. In time, Aubrey crosses paths with a girl playing in Gram's yard named Bridget. Their budding friendship leads to a deep bond as they become best friends. Bridget resides next door with her parents, her sister, Mabel, and baby brother, Danny. As Aubrey's connection with Bridget deepens, she begins to envision a potentially happier future in Vermont. After another week, Aubrey takes a significant step by enrolling in a Vermont middle school, where she starts building new friendships. Life appears to be on an upswing for Aubrey, but a letter from her mother, Lissy, disrupts her newfound stability. Lissy implores Aubrey to return home, claiming to have transformed their house and desiring to rebuild their family. Yet, Aubrey finds herself torn, uncertain about the best course of action. Despite the tumultuous emotions stirred by the letter, Aubrey finds solace in her new surroundings, cherishing her blossoming friendships and her connection with the school counselor, Amy. However, a pivotal moment arrives when Aubrey receives a phone call from Aunt Janet, an unfamiliar figure in her life. Gram encourages Aubrey to take the call, revealing that Janet is one of Lissy's college friends, thus opening a new chapter in Aubrey's journey. Aunt Janet's voice on the other end of the line reveals that Lissy is with her, but currently in counseling and unable to speak. Aubrey is caught in a whirlwind of conflicting emotions, torn between the desire to stay in Vermont and the prospect of returning to Virginia. Despite her reservations, she yearns for Lissy to visit during Christmas. Gram takes action, making numerous phone calls, including to the police, in her determined quest to locate Aubrey's mother. After exhaustive efforts, Gram uncovers the truth: Lissy is concealed at a friend's residence in Colorado. Graham decides to visit Lissy for a week, while Aubrey, reluctant to face her mother after the tumultuous past few months, chooses to remain in town with her uncle, David. Aubrey eventually summons the courage to speak with Lissy over the phone. Lissy promises to visit soon, though her absence during Christmas leaves Aubrey feeling disappointed. However, Lissy eventually arrives, and the visit unfolds positively. Lissy expresses her fervent wish for Aubrey to return home to Virginia with her. As the novel draws to a close, Aubrey makes a significant decision. She opts to remain in Vermont with Graham, cherishing the company of her dear friend Bridget and her newfound friend, Marcus. Within this nurturing environment filled with love, family, friendship, and compassion, Aubrey discovers the power of healing. She finally finds the words to express the feelings that have been pent up for months, and with newfound strength, she faces an uncertain future. In addition to Love, Aubrey LaFleur has authored 5 other novels, including 8 Keys, Listening for Luca, Beautiful Blue World, Threads of Blue, and Counting to Perfect. Before embarking on her writing career, LaFleur was a competitive swimmer for many years, specializing in sprint freestyle and butterfly strokes. Her favorite events included the 50 and 100-yard freestyle, as well as the 200 and 400 freestyle relays, as detailed on her website. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.